Well, on today's show, my special guest is the writer, director, producer of this amazing stage plays. She's coming from Troy, Alabama to share it with you. Stick around, we're going to tell you all about it. It's Street Talk with Loretta Rose here on Beam TV. Welcome, it's Street Talk with Loretta Rose, and thank you so much for joining us. On today's show, we are having a topic about one of my favorite things, stage plays. We have an amazing woman with us today, and she's going to share with you about her upcoming stage play that is taking place at Columbus State University in University Hall. Welcome, 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 Makilia Laree.
Yes, thank you so much, and thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Welcome to the Tri-City community area, all the way out of Troy, Alabama.
Yes, ma'am, the big city of Troy, Alabama.
Awesome. Well, Troy is very dear to my heart. My son goes to Troy University as well.
Go Trojans.
Go Trojans, absolutely. Let's jump right into it. Stage play.
Yes, ma'am.
First of all, how did you get into it?
Well, I've been doing plays since 2012. I started writing in journals. I've always liked to write since middle school. And then one day I was sitting in my hotel room in Virginia where I was working at the time, and I started journaling, and I said, you know what, I'm going to turn this into a script, and I'm going to do a play. And everybody was like, don't waste your time. And so then I broke that journal down into scenes. And then I found songs that fit what I was talking about, and I started plugging the songs in. And then I put up a post on Facebook, was like, hey, I'm going to hold auditions for a stage play I'm looking to do. And about 50, 60 people showed up.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, wow, okay, all right, we're going to do this for real.
Okay.
And so then I held auditions, I picked my cast, and I set a date for the debut. And we opened up January of 2012. I started auditions and rehearsals in 2011, and the first debut was January 28, 2012. Oh, wow. And it was a sold-out crowd. Wow. And we walked out in front of a standing ovation. And from there, I continued to write, and I took a break about 2018. I took a break. It was a 7-year break. I didn't do it on purpose, but I tell people that number 7 was for a reason.
Absolutely.
And through there, matured, growing, and lost some loved ones and family members, and that's what brought about grief, grudges, and guilt.
Oh, wow. And that is what's coming to Columbus at Columbus State University, University Hall. Grief, grudges, and guilt.
It's heavy.
It sounds deep.
Yes, it
Tell us
is.
a little bit about it.
Well, it is a hilarious show. It's very, in a comedic form, I show us how to navigate through situations when you're dealing with grief, grudges, and guilt. This play came about from, like I said, losing loved ones. When I lost my last grandparent, when I lost my nephew, he was actually my second cousin, but I called him my nephew, to COVID, and he was only 20 years old. So I took those names of those relatives that I lost between those 7 years, and those are the names you hear in the play. The mother in the play, it takes my father's mother's first name and my mother's mother's last name, my father's father's name, my mother's father's last name. Kendall, which is my little cousin that passed away, he's portrayed in the play by my son. My 11-year-old son plays him, so that's where that name comes from. And then an older cousin of mine, Jerome, he got killed in a car wreck right before Christmas, and so the husband in the play, his name is Jerome. So all of those names in the play comes from those loved ones. Awesome. And I tell people, grieving, when you're going through grief, it can become heavy and put you in a dark place. And my outlet was writing. Wow. And I went to sleep one night, and I tell them, God gave me this vision, and I wrote this script. Because what we see is a lot of times when we lose people, families, the bonds begin to break, and the foundation gets a little rocky at times. And then you see how grudges have developed over situations and secrets, and then the guilt when you have to come and apologize because you thought something was one way, but it really wasn't.
Oh, everybody needs to be at
yes.
this.
So
Yes.
I tell people it's going to pull some emotions out of you, and that's what it's meant to do. It's also meant to make people say, I might need to fix some relationships because tomorrow is not promised.
Oh, wow.
So even though there's a powerful message within the show, which is there is power in prayer and forgiveness, it's also funny, but I got to make sure you get that message in between it. So good singing, some great singing takes place, and a lot of people talk about the funeral scene. The funeral scene is heavy. It's a real casket. It's a real funeral. It's a real funeral.
Wow.
So I make it as real as possible because my whole goal with every show I do is to make sure it's relatable, that we can relate to this. When you're watching it, you can say, "Oh, that's my grandmama up there. That's my auntie."
Yeah,
you know,
it resonates.
It resonates with the people.
Yeah.
So, but I also got to make sure you laugh. I can't have you crying the whole show.
Yes,
So my cast, they are awesome. I have a live band that plays and travels with us. So and another thing I try to do.
This is going to be
It's top notch. It is.
Wow.
It is. But I tell people a lot of times what I like to do is when I go into cities, I try to incorporate people from that city into the show. So my funeral scene is the scene where I incorporate people. So stay tuned because you will see some familiar faces in that funeral scene that's from Columbus and Phoenix City.
Oh, wow.
Yes, so I'm excited about that.
Oh, I'm excited. I have my tissue with me as well. I think, as I'm listening to you, this is your ministry.
Yes, ma'am.
You are ministering to people because so many people are dealing with this grief, grudges, and guilt, but they don't know how to articulate that or channel that. And you're helping to kind of help bring a balance to it, and then you're bringing a voice to it at the same time.
Yes, because what we find out is that in a lot of families, certain things we're not supposed to talk about. And we're taught not to dwell on things or grieve too long or cry too long. And sometimes we just need an outlet.
Yes.
And I want that show to be an outlet.
Wow.
Some things you've been holding on to, that you release it at that show. It's a release. And I love to tell people, it's not a cliche. I say we're shifting the atmospheres in every city we've touched down in.
Wow.
And that's what I like when people come up after the show and say, girl, you did that.
So you've been on the road with this. Tell us some of the other cities you've been to.
We started out in November in my hometown, where I like to open up all my shows in my hometown, and at the Crosby Theater, and we had 687 people there. And from there, I went to Greenville, Alabama. We did 2 shows. First night sold out. Second night, I was 93 tickets away from selling out, but it was Super Bowl Sunday. So yes, we're gonna say because it's Super Bowl, we didn't sell out both nights. But from there, we went to Montgomery, Alabama, to the historic Davis Theater. 817 people showed up. My first time debuting in Montgomery. I tried it before in earlier years, had to cancel each time because the tickets didn't move. But this time, they moved. From Montgomery, we went to Mobile, Alabama. From Mobile, Alabama, we circled back to Ozark, Alabama. From Ozark, Alabama, we went to Panama City, Florida. And now we're gearing up for Columbus. We're making our debut into Georgia. So,
I love it. We're excited to have you in our Tri-City community. I'm telling you, I'm excited about grief, grudges, and guilt.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, I've seen images of your stage plays. It looks amazing.
Thank you.
The singing. You mentioned about the singing. I heard a song on there. This lady was singing in his arms.
Yes. Safe in his arms. Yes, ma'am.
Wow.
That is my cast member, Stephanie Williams-Moore. She is a proud member of Zeta Phi Beta. She makes sure you know that. She wears her paraphernalia in every show. But she's been with me since the beginning, since 2012. She actually started out as one of my panelists to judge those that came to audition. And she ended up, I didn't even know she could sing. And she ended up, I went to church with her one Sunday and heard her sing. And I said, girl, you the mother I'm looking for this play. And that's why I couldn't find the mother, because you were judging instead of auditioning. So she's been with me since the beginning. She's my Tamala man. She's my Tamala man. And I know when she's got something heavy on her heart, because when she gets on stage and sings those songs, it's different every time she sings.
Wow.
And I know, I said, girl, you must came into this show with something heavy on you, because you did that. You really did it this time. And so she's my songbird. And then we have Montreal Coleman. He plays the role of Brian. I call him my Mr. Brown.
Wow.
Yeah, he's my Mr. Brown.
You
He's just hilarious.
You are amazing.
And then we have Mitchell Sneed. He's my Omar Epps in the show. That's what I tell people. He's my Omar Epps.
Okay.
He plays Jerome. He's the husband to Stephanie in the show. And then we have Mary Walker. She is Jasmine. I can't tell you what she is because it's a secret. She's the surprise of the show.
Oh, wow.
But she is my Cicely Tyson. She can embody any script. She's been with me since 2012 as well. And her way to just make each character her own and how she brings that character to life is remarkable. And then I have my son, Quentin Parks. He plays Kendall. This is his first production. When I started this time, he said, "Can I please be in this show?" And I said, "Listen here, I will fire you like I would fire anybody else, okay?" And he gets fired every show, okay? So he's in this one.
Yes,
Yeah,
he's
but
resilient.
He comes back. He is, and he surprises me. He loves it. He loves the attention. He loves signing autographs after the show. So he's enjoying it. And then I have my band. It consists of my first cousin, Nicholas Johnson. We started this road together in 2011 when I used to do the Fed Up show on Facebook. He was my one-man band. He would play the keyboard and the drums and the guitar the whole time during the segment. So he was my one-man band. And then I have Michael Mahone. He's my drummer. And then I have Jasmine Ogilvie. There we go. Jasmine Ogilvie. She's my saxophone player. And so we travel. And I try to bring in guest musicians as well into the show. So yeah, it's been a great show so far. And after this, we got great things ahead. We have Chicago, Memphis, Tennessee. We have Texas coming up, going back into Florida, and I'm gonna wrap it up in Los Angeles.
Wow.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I'm on the edge, and I'm ready to be there on October 25th, that Saturday. We're going to give you a clip and let you see and just give you a glimpse of what's going to take place on October 25th in Columbus State University and University Hall. Wow. Take a look at this.
You're busy, we get it. As a small business owner, every part of your business is important. But there are certain things that slip through the cracks. Marketing may be it. If this is you, let's chat and change this. Advertising, marketing, production. Wow. Grief, grudges, and guilt. Amazing. In His Arm. That song. Why that song?
That song comes from my grandmother. Safe in His Arms. That song played when I lost her. That was my last grandmother, Merle. That's her name. And in the play, the mother name is Merle Thomas. But she found out she had cancer Veterans Day. That was November. They said 6 months, but she ended up dying January the 19th, which was 4 days after my birthday. And Safe in His Arms played over, and it's like every time I got in the car, Safe in His Arms was playing. And that song just stuck with me. And when I wrote this play and I was trying to figure out a song for her to sing, I called Stephanie. I said, "What do you want to sing? Because this is the finale. Sing. I need this. This here has to close it out."
Yes.
And she said, "Let me do Safe in His Arms." I said, nothing else needs to be discussed. Safe in His Arms. And when you see the script and the storyline and how Jasmine and Stephanie interact in the show and their relationship, then you will also see why Safe in His Arms was necessary in that particular scene. And so I'm excited about it, and that's how I know that that song was supposed to go there.
Yes.
And that's why God kept letting me hear it all those times in the car.
Wow.
He was preparing me for that moment. So when I was
Yes.
saying, what should I put here? And it does. And I tell people all the time, I have to control myself backstage when she sings that song at the end.
You can feel
Yes,
the power
you can. You
of
can.
God.
You
Oh
can.
my God. That's why people would not be disappointed. People's lives will be impacted and inspired so tremendously with this stage play. Because when I heard that, it took me in a moment.
Yes,
And I was
ma'am.
like, oh, wow. I love it.
Yes, ma'am. That's what it's meant to do.
Yeah,
So mission
amazing.
accomplished. Yes, thank you
Amazing.
so much.
So let everybody know, how do we get tickets?
Okay, tickets are on eventbrite.com. If you type in grief, grudges, and guilt, it will come up with the tickets. Now, general admission is $35, but right now, general admission early bird tickets are $30 until September 20th at 5:30 p.m. Also, there's a code you can use, Cavalry10, for organizations that want to purchase tickets, 15 or more tickets at one time. It'll knock that price down to $25 instead of the $30 and the $35. Also, if you are a group that wants to purchase more than 15 tickets, you can also contact me on Facebook under Makilia Laree, and I can meet you one weekend. I'm in the city visiting churches, and I can provide you printed tickets so you don't have to pay that fee online. Also, my website, www.makilialaree.com. You can visit that, see clips of the show, videos, pictures as well, and find out a little bit more about Makilia Laree, the visionary.
Amazing. You're a blessing.
Thank you.
And the show is Saturday, October 25th. Doors open at 5:30. Showtime 6:30. And it's in University Hall.
And it's a red carpet, too.
Ooh.
So 5:30 when the doors open, it opens to the red carpet.
Oh,
so we have two
wow.
photographers on scene to take everyone's pictures. So put on your good clothes and get ready to snap those pictures, and they do print pictures out for you.
Oh, wow. I'm loving this. I'm excited. Let us know how we can follow you
Yes.
on social media.
I am on Facebook under Makilia Laree, as well as Instagram under Fed Up Show.
Ooh, I like that. Tell them the story behind Fed Up.
Okay,
Miss Fed
well, Miss Fed Up came about when I first started in 2011 on Facebook with my platform. I started speaking on topics I was fed up about in our communities, in the families, and I would go live on, well, not live at that point, but I would post videos on Facebook that were pre-recorded where I spoke on those subjects and topics, and I started calling them the Fed Up moments. And from that, when people would see me, they would say, hey, Miss Fed Up, and I was like, okay. So I went to the State of Alabama website, and I went ahead and paid my money to stamp that as Miss Fed Up Show. So I am Makilia Laree, aka professionally known as Miss Fed Up Show.
Miss Fed Up Show.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, we want to thank you so much for coming to the Tri-City, and we're excited. I am excited. I will be there, and I hope you will be there as well. It is Saturday, October 25th at Columbus State University and University Hall. Get your tickets. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be a sellout. You've been watching Street Talk with Loretta Rose here on Beam TV. Thanks for watching.